After living for 67 years and experiencing the ups and downs of 2 past marriages, I find that some desires remain as strong as ever. There is a quiet longing deep within me, a feeling that I am still incomplete in some way, still yearning for connection, companionship, and the special closeness that only a true partner can bring. So, I often catch myself imagining the woman who is meant to enter my life next, the woman who fate, or perhaps a higher power, has prepared just for me. I imagine her not only as a companion, but as someone who truly understands the desires of my heart and knows exactly what I need. I picture her as intelligent because for me, intelligence is one of the most attractive qualities. There is something truly magnetic about a sharp mind and a quick wit, qualities that keep conversations lively and deepen the bond between two people. She's beautiful, but not just in a superficial way. Her beauty is natural and radiant, the kind that doesn't depend on makeup or artifices but shines from within. She has a warm smile that lights up her face and eyes that reflect kindness, confidence, and a playful spark. Her figure is fuller yet perfectly balanced, with graceful curves that speak of vitality and health. She carries herself with a soft elegance that is deeply feminine, but at the same time, her shoulders have a quiet strength, a hint that she's not afraid of hard work or a long day spent outdoors. There's a sense of resilience and authenticity about her, as if she embraces life's challenges without losing her gentle heart. Her appearance is natural, and she makes no effort to change what was given to her. For instance, her hair is long, dark, and smooth, falling like a gentle river down her back to her waist. She proudly wears her natural hair color, refusing to alter the beauty bestowed upon her. Her eyebrows are thick and dark, framing her face perfectly and complementing her eyes, large, expressive, and shimmering with an inner warmth and subtle excitement. She wears no makeup not because she has to, but because she confidently embraces the natural beauty that she was born with. There's a freshness about her face, a healthy glow that draws you in and makes you want to get closer. Somehow, this naturalness is even more captivating than any cosmetic touch-up. Her presence fills a room softly but undeniably, like a gentle light that warms the soul. I see her standing nearby, perhaps just watching me with a knowing smile, enjoying both the moment and the shared anticipation between us. There's a kind of quiet power in her softness, a blend of warmth and strength that speaks to the many layers of her character. She is relaxed but alert, graceful yet grounded. Her full figure is well-proportioned and inviting, with curves that feel like the landscape of a beautiful, welcoming place, comforting and thrilling at the same time. I imagine how her hands move, delicate but confident, how she carries herself with quiet pride and ease. She is both loving and lively, and I know she is excited to share in the joyful closeness that life can offer. This woman embodies the kind of partnership I've always longed for, one where intellect meets warmth, where strength is combined with tenderness, and where natural beauty is cherished and celebrated. I feel certain that she will be just as eager as I am to explore the unique harmony of affection, intimacy, and genuine connection that makes life meaningful. In my thoughts, I hold on to this hope and anticipation. They bring a kind of comfort and ignite a quiet fire within me, a reminder that no matter how many years have passed, and despite the ups and downs of the past, there is still a future filled with possibility. She is a promise of new beginnings, a companion to walk beside me, share laughter and dreams, and build moments of deep closeness. I imagine when we finally meet, there will be an easy understanding between us, a mutual respect and desire. She will stand with a gentle confidence, relaxed and open, a smile teasing at the corners of her lips. Her presence will be like the calm before a beautiful storm of emotion and affection, steady, warm, and inviting. This vision keeps me hopeful and energized, reminding me that life has much more to offer. The way her eyes glimmer just in my imagination tells me that she shares this excitement, this readiness for a connection that is both tender and passionate, fulfilling and uplifting. Though the years have passed and I've had my share of experiences, my hope for finding this special person continues to grow stronger. I look forward to the day when we can finally share our laughter, our thoughts, and our closeness, a wonderful journey shared between two hearts perfectly attuned to each other. My hand moves slowly away from the armrest of the recliner, reaching out with a gentle intent as if preparing for a delicate, cherished ritual. There is a quiet anticipation in the air, a feeling that this moment is about savoring the journey, not rushing toward a destination. I grasp the familiar control stick, feeling its warmth under my fingers, an old companion that speaks of vitality and enduring strength. Even now, in the twilight years of my life, I appreciate how responsive and lively it remains, a symbol of the energy and resilience that still courses through me. I close my eyes for a moment and imagine her watching me with eager eyes, sharing this unspoken connection. She is close by, the air thick with silent understanding and mutual anticipation. Our shared desire seems to spark between us like an electric current, each movement deliberate yet tender, every second a dance of trust and pleasure. This isn't about haste or urgency. This is about savoring every nuance, every sensation unfolding with care and respect. The air hums softly like an engine warming up, ready to launch on a journey filled with the promise of joy and closeness. My grip tightens slightly, feeling the familiar texture beneath my hand, the comforting presence of something still so vital despite the passing of years. The heat radiating through my palm is a small but potent reminder of the life still pulsing within me, filled with potential and hope. In my mind's eye, I see her silhouette, standing nearby, graceful and inviting. She watches with eyes that shine, reflecting both curiosity and a deep, warm affection. She is ready, open, eager not just to watch, but to be part of this intimate exchange. There is an unspoken invitation between us, a mutual willingness to share this beautiful moment, to bridge the space between fantasy and reality with trust and tenderness. Slowly, I begin to move the controls in a rhythm that feels natural, a gentle exploration that grows in confidence with each beat. The first touches are delicate, tentative, like the soft brush of fingertips on warm skin. Gradually, the pace increases, a quiet crescendo building with a pulse that mirrors the rising excitement kindling in both our hearts. The room seems to fade away, leaving only the two of us in a world where time slows and every sensation is amplified. There is a steady rise to this flight, a smooth roll forward, an ascent that carries us higher on waves of pleasure and connection. The sounds of life become distant, replaced by the comforting hum of shared breath and beating hearts. It is a private symphony, a melody known only to us, where every touch, every glance, every soft sigh merges into a language beyond words. She is a perfect companion in this dance, attentive and responsive, her presence grounding yet exhilarating. Moving closer, she allows her body to be seen and admired, a lovely, natural display of curves and smooth skin that beckon with a tender invitation. I respond instinctively, my own movements growing more deliberate, mirroring her openness and eagerness. We become partners in this shared journey, each attuned to the other, navigating the emotional landscape with a skill born of respect and genuine desire. The intimacy of the moment deepens. Each breath feels heavier, richer, filled with meaning. The control stick moves under my hand, steady yet playful, as we explore the contours of excitement and affection. The steady rise, the liftoff, signals more than just physical connection. It reflects the blossoming of trust, comfort, and mutual appreciation. Even as the pace quickens, there is room for softness, for gentle pauses that allow us to savor the sensations in full. Her eyes lock with mine, sparkling with delight and quiet encouragement. I feel her smile, warm and knowing, blending perfectly with mine. There is no rush here, only the joy of being present together, of discovering new heights within ourselves and each other. The imagined flight continues, smooth and thrilling, a journey not just through physical sensation, but through the heart's desires. I am reminded that even after decades, new experiences await moments of connection that transcend the body, touching something deeper and more enduring. The quiet roar of the engines, the warmth and energy beneath my hand fuels the experience, propelling us forward with a tender strength. This is a flight planned not for speed, but for the pleasure of the journey itself, where every moment is relished and every sensation cherished. As the air lifts us higher, there is a sense of freedom and release. Boundaries soften, and the ordinary transforms into something extraordinary. In this shared space, surrounded by trust and mutual care, we find a rare kind of joy, a celebration of life, love, and the simple beauty of being together. The control stick remains firmly in my grasp, steady and sure. Its presence is a reminder of endurance and vitality, proof that even as the years pass, connection and passion continue to thrive. I am grateful for this moment, for the quiet confidence it brings and the promise of all that lies ahead. She remains nearby, a radiant presence, watching with that tender smile that tells me she too is savoring this journey. Together, we glide through this private world of affection and closeness, united by a silent understanding and a shared hope for new beginnings. It is a flight without end, a beautiful dance of hearts and souls that carries us both toward joy and fulfillment. We settle into a steady rhythm, the gentle hum of connection filling the space between us as we reach cruising altitude in this shared journey. My eyes half close, caught between the gaze tracing her graceful form and the deepening sensations that pulse within me. There's a slow, deliberate tightening of my grip as I become more attuned to the subtle dance of touch and feeling, a delicate interplay that brings waves of warmth and anticipation cascading through me. The sensation beneath my hand is rich and complex, a soft yet persistent friction that stirs every fiber of my being, sending tingling pulses that travel directly to my mind, awakening a quiet thrill that grows with every movement. It is as if every small stroke carries a message, a whispered promise of pleasure and closeness that stokes the fires of desire. Her presence enhances this experience in ways both visible and unseen. She watches intently, her breath softening into quiet moans that blend seamlessly with the ambient sounds surrounding us. Her fingers dance restlessly over her own curves, lifting and playing with a tender confidence that speaks of surrender, mingled with delight. The smile that graces her lips is not just pleasure, it is a language of affection and invitation, the kind that beckons an even deeper connection between us. As my breathing quickens, hers mirrors mine, a shared rhythm that binds us closer together. The way she moves, gently touching herself, is as much a part of our communion as every stroke and glance. It is a moment of vulnerability and strength, where boundaries blur and we exist solely in the realm of shared sensation. She looks at me with playful eyes, filled with warmth and quiet mischief, suggesting there is much more to come. Her hand slides slowly downward, exploring the familiar landscape of her longing with care and reverence. When she meets my gaze, there is an intensity that speaks volumes, a silent understanding that the journey we are on is mutual, that her pleasure and mine are intertwined in a delicate balance. The soft sound of her breath, the gentle movement of her body, all weave seamlessly into the rising crescendo of our experience. Together, we climb higher, ascending toward the peak of anticipation. The space around us seems charged with energy, alive with the promise of an extraordinary connection. Every touch, every sigh, every shared breath propels us forward, elevating the moment from merely physical to something transcendent. It is a flight not just of the body, but of soul and spirit, where intimacy becomes a language all its own. The quiet hum of the atmosphere envelops us, isolating our world from distractions and noise. In here, there is only this, the growing warmth between us, the electric current traced by fingertips and lingering glances, the profound comfort of being fully seen and accepted. Her hands continue their exploration, each motion deliberate, extending an invitation to deeper pleasure and shared joy. My hand moves in tandem, responding to the cues she gives, learning the contours and rhythms that bring us both closer to that elusive, heightened state where sensation and emotion coalesce, where time stretches and elongates to accommodate every electric spark. The balance between speed and softness is a delicate one. At times, I slow the pace to savor the smoothness of movement, to relish the tender friction that teases and excites. At others, my strokes grow more confident, faster, riding the wave of rising passion that bubbles beneath the surface like a gathering storm. She watches me with rapt attention, her smile deepening as she senses the crescendo building. Her face is radiant, glowing with the joy of connection and the thrill of shared experience. These moments remind me that age matters little when hearts are open and the desire for closeness remains strong. The path we're on is as much about tenderness as it is about excitement, about valuing each other's presence, acknowledging mutual pleasure, and finding joy in the simple act of being together. There is a luminous quality to her gaze, a softness that assures me she feels safe and cherished. This sanctuary of trust allows us both to surrender fully, to experience the profound satisfaction that comes from deep, genuine intimacy. As we continue, the contours of the experience shift, sometimes gentle and slow, sometimes more urgent and insistent. Each nuance adds to the tapestry we weave together, creating a moment stitched with care, passion, and mutual respect. Her fingers glide with purpose yet gentleness, encouraging exploration while honoring boundaries. She is fully present, her attention unwavering, showing me how much this sharing means to her as well. The rising tide of sensation is almost overwhelming as warmth spreads through us in waves. I sense the electric threads connecting us growing stronger, pulling us ever closer toward the peak we both anticipate. Our breaths mingle now, labored yet soft, filling the room with quiet music that marks the tempo of our shared ascent. There is a deep satisfaction in knowing that this connection is reciprocal, that each touch, each sigh, each glance is met with equal passion and care. We move as one, harmonizing the dance of touch and affection, exploring the realms of pleasure with reverence and joy. The moment spreads out infinitely before us, an expansive landscape of sensation and feeling where nothing exists but this shared closeness. In this space, we find not only desire, but also comfort, a reaffirmation of life's capacity to surprise and delight, even after many years. It becomes clear that intimacy is more than just a physical exchange. It is a language of souls, a binding of hearts, and a celebration of mutual understanding. As we soar together on this gentle flight, I feel a deep gratitude for the presence of this imagined companion, for the promise she carries, and for the enduring fire within that continues to kindle hope and joy. With a playful glint in her eyes, she takes a step closer, the warmth between us growing ever more tangibly real. Slowly and gently, she reaches out, letting her finger find its way to my lips. I welcome it willingly, savoring the subtle taste, the delicate sensation that betrays the intimacy of this moment. There's a tender exchange in this simple act, a mingling of trust, curiosity, and affection that deepens the bond we share. The softness of her touch contrasts beautifully with the increasing intensity simmering beneath the surface, like the calm before a joyous storm. As her finger retreats, she leans forward slightly, offering more of herself in the most natural and alluring way. Her curves come into clearer view, graceful and inviting, wrapped in the gentle contours of light and shadow. My lips trace a path along the skin she reveals, exploring slowly and with purpose, like a violinist coaxing a tune from a beloved instrument. The tenderness in my tongue matches the heat blossoming within, each movement a note in a melody of connection and pleasure. Her soft giggle ripples through the quiet room, a joyful sound that speaks both of delight and of the playful intimacy that binds us. The anticipation builds, swirling between us with a delicious tension that is as sweet as it is thrilling. There is a moment, almost breathless, when our eyes lock hers, filled with mischief and invitation, mine reflecting awe and deep desire. She offers herself willingly, and I respond with gentle care, teasing and tasting, cherishing every nuance as though it were a rare treasure. Each motion is deliberate but filled with affection. The softness of her skin beneath my touch contrasts with the firmness of her curves, creating a delightful balance that stirs both comfort and eagerness. There's a silent conversation unfolding between us through glances, smiles, and the tender language of fingertips. She moves with grace, bending just enough to offer her sweetness, her body a living invitation I find impossible to resist. Her playful engagement encourages me, and my movements become more certain, more eager. I explore the gentle rises and falls, the subtle warmth, and the inviting textures with growing enthusiasm. Time seems to slow, allowing us to lose ourselves fully in the moment, in the shared experience of closeness and discovery. The atmosphere is charged, yet tender, a perfect harmony of passion and affection. Her voice, soft and teasing, adds to the symphony unfolding between us. She comments on the sensations, her words a balm that both comforts and ignites the fire building within. Her observation about the rhythmic movements below, the visible signs of rising excitement, fills the room with a delicious expectancy. This verbal exchange adds a new layer of intimacy, a reminder that our connection is as much emotional as it is physical. We celebrate the mutual appreciation of each other's presence, the thrill of being seen and admired, and the joy of giving and receiving pleasure. Our shared smiles and knowing looks deepen the sense of trust and desire flowing between us. As our journey continues, my hands wander with renewed purpose and tenderness. One explores the curves of her legs, tracing the softness while pausing to take in the fullness of her form. The other returns to her upper body, gently coaxing responses from her with playful teasing and mindful caresses. Each touch is both a signal and a question, a silent invitation to deepen our connection, to explore new heights together. Her attentiveness is evident in the way she responds, in the way her breathing quickens, and her body leans closer, seeking the warmth and comfort of my hands. She is perfectly attuned to my actions, reading the unspoken language of desire and affection with ease and grace. Together, we create a space of mutual care and excitement, a place where vulnerability meets strength and where every sensation is welcomed and cherished. The playful teasing continues as my hands alternate between softness and firmness, exploring the landscape of her curves with a balance of respect and longing. Her laughter bubbles up now and then, light and free, adding joy to the already electric atmosphere. Our movements, while passionate, remain tender, each moment infused with an appreciation for the other's pleasure and comfort. There is a growing awareness between us that we are nearing a pivotal moment, a shared crescendo toward which all our touches and glances have been leading. The anticipation becomes almost palpable, a beautiful tension that enhances every sensation. Our breaths grow heavier, united in rhythm as we draw closer to the peak of our shared experience. In this intimate dance, I feel completely present, fully connected to her and to the moment. The blend of excitement and tenderness creates a powerful feeling of belonging, an exhilarating realization that despite the passing years, the capacity for joy and closeness remains vivid and strong. She leans into me slightly, her gaze inviting and encouraging, silently asking if I'm ready to take this final step together. My answer is a slow, deliberate nod, a quiet affirmation that I am wholly with her in this unfolding journey. Her hands continue their explorations, guiding and responding with practiced care, elevating the experience to heights that feel both incredible and deeply fulfilling. Together, we move forward, embracing the unfolding intimacy with open hearts and steady hands, knowing that this moment is a precious gift, one that celebrates connection, trust, and the enduring power of shared affection. My hands move with a familiar rhythm, a dance of contrasts that is folded into the fabric of countless moments before this one. One hand pumps with steady purpose, while the other offers gentle strokes that contrast the firmness with a soft caress. The delicate balance between strength and tenderness creates a rich tapestry of sensation, awakening every nerve and filling me with a delicious sense of anticipation. Even after so many years of practice and familiarity, I find myself amazed by the sensations, the smoothness, the warmth, the way every brush and motion sends ripples of energy through my body. It is a testament to the enduring vitality that still courses within me, a reminder that some pleasures grow only more profound with time. Softly and coyly, she voices a tender question, Would you like me to take over from here? Her voice is a mixture of warmth and playful invitation, the kind that acknowledges both comfort and excitement. I manage a quiet, eager, "Yes," and she responds with a radiant smile that lights up the room. She leans gracefully over the side of the recliner, her curves unfolding like a promise. Her hands reach out and gently take the controls, guiding the moment with skilled confidence and affectionate care. The transition is smooth, seamless, as if the rhythm we've been building together passes naturally between us like a shared secret. As she takes charge, my focus shifts, drawn to the beauty of her form. My right hand embarks on a slow, reverent journey upward from the softness of her calf, tracing smooth skin and gentle curves to the fullness of her thigh, each touch conveying admiration and tenderness. Meanwhile, my left hand returns to familiar territory, moving deliberately to caress one gentle rise and then the other, rolling softly over each tender peak. I am careful to press and tease, ensuring the delicate parts respond with growing excitement. The sensations deepen with each passing moment, the connection between us weaving tighter, a living tapestry of mutual desire and respect. She expertly guides my pace, her left hand moving in harmony with the gentle support of her right, which cups and cradles with a softness that offers a sense of security and connection. Her face is a study in concentration and delight, eyes locked on the shared moment of intimacy. The way she watches me fully present, engaged, and caring adds an exquisite layer of meaning, turning the act into more than physical pleasure. It becomes a dance of trust, an expression of care and mutual tenderness. Then she asks softly, "Would you like to share the moment with me?" Her question is more than words. It is an invitation to deepen our bond, to celebrate the joy that arises when two souls meet in perfect harmony. My body responds immediately, a shiver traveling from my core to the tips of my fingers. My right hand moves upward with a playful firmness, reaching the curve of her waist and gripping gently but purposefully. It is a touch that promises reward without overwhelm, a signal that the moment is near. My left hand, meanwhile, flutters across her soft curves, tracing paths that speak of playful affection and joyful anticipation. She resists and welcomes in equal measure, our movements creating a delicate tension that heightens every sensation. I find myself entranced by the interplay of touch and response, the give and take that forms the essence of our connection. In time, she shifts her focus, a knowing smile on her lips as she moves her right hand to a new position, offering a firm yet gentle pressure at a spot that encourages a profound release of tension and energy. My body responds without hesitation, a surge of warmth radiating through me as the shared moment reaches a magnificent peak. A cascade of waves flows outward, both exhilarating and calming, the perfect balance of release and tranquility. She giggles softly, a sound full of joy and satisfaction, as evidence of our mutual accomplishment appears in her hand and along her skin. I sink back into the recliner, the tension ebbing away as comfort and contentment wash over me. The gentle act of allowing myself to relax into this closeness reminds me of the beauty found in surrender and presence. She makes a delightful gesture, lifting her hand to her lips to taste the freshness of our shared moment, then tenderly spreads the traces across her body with an affectionate touch. Her eyes remain locked on mine, a silent message passing between us, an acknowledgement of the pleasure, the gratitude, and the trust that colors every second we spend together. Catching my breath, I smile warmly and say, "One good turn deserves another," a gentle promise that the journey is far from over. She responds by settling comfortably across the recliner arm, offering open access and inviting closeness. My fingers move with care as I explore her once more, connecting with the softness that has drawn me in from the very start. She responds by shifting, pressing into my hand as if to say that this moment of gentle connection is as meaningful as all the others. The boundary between us blurs, making it impossible to tell whether I am guiding her or she is guiding me. We find a rhythm, moving together with quiet intimacy, a harmonious blend of touch and contact that feels as natural and profound as breathing. At times, she leans more heavily, pressing into the warmth and steadiness of my hand, reinforcing the bond that we share. After a while, with careful movements, I find just the right angle to awaken a deep place within her, eliciting a response that sweeps through the air like a wave of pure bliss. Her breath hitches, her body trembles with delight, and a warm rush flows into my waiting palm. Not wanting to waste a single trace of this gift, I let my fingers glide gently across my face, then bring them back to meet my lips with a tender lick, savoring the sweetness of the moment. She lets out a soft moan of contentment, her body relaxing in my arms, expressing both relief and joy. She rises and turns gracefully, settling back against me with that beautiful curve I have come to adore. My arms close around her, a refuge and a comfort, as we rest together in the peaceful aftermath of our shared experience. Later, we'll have time to wash away the traces of this closeness, but for now, we simply hold each other, wrapped in warmth and the quiet assurance that, in this moment, all is right. Together, we drift toward a restful sleep, hearts entwined and spirits calm, knowing that this connection is a rare treasure, one that will guide us through whatever tomorrow may bring.